All right, Shalom Israel, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I love to give all praise, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, whose knowledge is 100% true. Shalom to the hopefully elect, and shalom to all the Aki and pushers, truth and sincerity. And shalom to the sincere Aqua that may be out there watching and learning. So, brother, you call from the GMS Columbus Ohio branch coming at you again with another lesson through the Spirit. And just a quick lesson. Just going into, Esau's being exposed, all the things that have been hidden in the dark, that Esau has, tried to keep under wraps, the things that, people, over the years have knew and have heard little things about, all right, but they deem it as conspiracy or this, that, the third, facts are coming out. And not only are facts coming out, but a lot of these things we are seeing firsthand, you know, and it's all geared towards prophecy, man. Esau, is being brought out, everything that he tried to hide, man, is coming to the forefront, man. All right, but I'm gonna start here. Wisdom of Solomon 2 in verse 16. It says, "We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that God is his father." You see, so it's coming out. That them J double O's, okay, in that land over there, in our land over there, are not the true people. And the scriptures speak heavily. The scriptures speak volumes, proving that, them people over there are not the true ones, man. These people are safeguarded. All right. They have a rulership, okay, over the world. All right. They're not facing, persecution, etc. Things that, true men of the Lord, all right, the true prophets, etc., will go through in the last days. All right. They are the ones doing the persecuting. All right. They are the ones that are, going out, killing, robbing, taking, framing people, kidnapping, etc. They're doing all these things, on a global scale. All right. And right here in America, man, them Amalekites, man, them rats, okay? They're being exposed, man, for all the wickedness that they do, man, But I want to jump here. Isaiah 47, and I'll start at the top. It says, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground." And real quick, see, Babylon being brought down. You see, we say, "Oh, virgin daughter." You see, because America, which we know to be safeguarded by who. All right, they have all the elites, backing this place from the Rockefellers to the Rothschilds, so on and so forth, man. All these different billionaires, these people that have the abundance of the earth. You see, and that's another way. Real quick, I'll get a precept on that we know that these people are not the true people in there being exposed. Real quick. Yep, going into Esau's blessing. Let me see, is this the exact one? So like it. Okay, Khan, Salaki. Genesis 27, I'll start at 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of the heaven from above. You see, verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. You see? So what is Esau's blessing? The fatness of the earth, the abundance. All right? All the pleasures of the world, man, the control. All right? And what else does it say? And by the sword thou shalt live. Another part of Esau's blessing. The sword. All right, all these different military, these different bombs, these different guns, all these different things Esau has at his disposal. All right, and they're using them. You see what that nation over there is doing, to Gaza, causing ruin across the whole Middle East, and in America, of course, finding the reasons, of course, in my day, dating back to 9/11, which we know to be an inside job. Okay, things like that are being exposed. All right. That being an inside job, giving them a reason to go to the Middle East, killing certain leaders, all right, killing their children, all right. Them families out there, killing them, obliterating their land. For what purpose? For greed's sake, for money, all right, because they know they have oil and all these different things in their lands, all right. So Esau is going around doing a number on these places, man. All for greed, man. All for that world domination. Okay? And their plan is to have the whole world fall in line, man. All right, and that's where that MOTB is going to come in effect, man. That one world government. All right? Where everybody is going to be supervised, everyone's going to be monitored. All these things are coming out. All right, people are waking up and realizing what the truth is, man. All right? And you got these wicked Israelite camps out here, preaching about heathen can be saved and all this, that, and the third. All right, preaching that the MOTB is this, that, and the third. Well, we know it to be that micro C hit, man. These things are being exposed, man. You got your regular Dager Edomite knows that the MOTB is the micro C hit, So all these things are happening, all these things are coming to pass, okay? So it's important to stay on point with the doctrine that we teach. It's important that we stay consistent. All right, we continue to chant this place down, man. May we be saved out of it, But getting back on topic, Esau, everything about Esau is coming out, man. Different things, from the moon landing. All right, that's been debunked, for many years. But, of course, with the media, you were able to gather and search for more information on these topics. Okay, and it's all through the spirit, man. But this information about all these things are coming out, man, and there's so much more. There's so much more that's going on behind closed doors. All right, that's coming out. Okay, and there's so much more that's out. Okay, these different tunnels and all these different things, man. Esau has a plan, behind a lot of this stuff that goes on in this world, man. All right. Well, the scriptures say, man, let's get it. Psalms 104. Is that the one? Yep. Psalms 104, or is that what I want? Nah, this is what I want. Salak, Job 14 and verse 5, it says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. You see, the Lord got his days numbered, man. So at the end of the day, it's like I said in the beginning, it's all geared towards prophecy, all to open our eyes, man, and for us to realize who this devil is, man. All right. And I'm gonna get another piece of to back this real quick. But so seeing his days are determined, and the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. See, so that's why Esau is pushing his agendas heavy. Let's get this real quick. Classic. Just to go along with the precept I just read. Revelation 12:12 says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is coming down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Yeah, man, Esau is trying to speed up his agenda. All right. And it's coming to a point where he's getting sloppy, But at this point, he don't care, man. Esau got something behind everything. All right. Just like I was watching a documentary on the Epstein joint. There's a reason why, these Epstein files haven't come out. You see, it's backed by a bunch of wealthy, rich men. All right, perverted, nasty men. All right, and the famous one that caught my eye, living in Ohio, is Lex Wexner. He was the one helping fund, Epstein and doing certain things, Come to find out he's a mo, okay? Which all these dudes be moles, But in the day, certain things like these are coming out, man. And that's like I said, the reason why these files have not been made public yet, because of how deep they go, man. You see? Trump trying to be president, to get a third term, because when martial law and certain things are implemented, they don't have another they can't have an election in the midst, if I'm not mistaken. I got to fact check that, of course, but trying to force himself into a third term, man, so he can continue in his agenda, man. Continue in the plans that he has set. All right. So all these things are coming to pass, man, But let's get back here to this Isaiah 47. I'll start back at the top. It says, come down and send the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Why is it a virgin? Because this land hasn't been destroyed yet. This land hasn't been pierced. Wars haven't been fought on this land here in America yet in that manner. All right. It says, sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. This place is not going to be the pinnacle of living. This place is not going to be considered, which is already coming out. All right, this place is not the American dream as it was once made seem. You see people come here and they're realizing this place is not all it's cracked up to be, man. This place is hell, man. This place is disgusting. This place is nasty. The people that are in there are tainted. All right. The people are lost, dumb, okay, delusional, all these different things. This place is through, man. You see? And you wonder why this society isn't thriving. All right, you got billions of dollars in debt here. All right. You see posts all the time. It'll take this amount of dollars to end homelessness. It'll take this amount of dollars to end starvation. It'll take this amount of dollars to do that. Yet America is sending billions and billions of dollars over to Israel. For what? When you got a whole nation of people that's hurting, all right. But you sending money elsewhere. You sending billions of dollars, trillions or thousands, millions of dollars, etc. to Ukraine. Places that's not even yours, man. And that's how we know. What I'm saying, that them people over there are running the show, man. All right. You live in America. You're getting Tax here, tax there. You go to the grocery store, you get taxed. You go to work, you're getting taxed. Okay, you go to buy anything, retail, you know what I'm saying, from the store or whatever, you're getting taxed. Tax, tax, tax. Where are these tax dollars going? You see? But back in verse 2, it says, take the millstones and grind meal, uncover thy locks, and make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. See? So, all these things coming to pass, man, you see? The Lord is seeing all these things, man. The scriptures speak about the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. All right? And Esau knows, man, his time is coming. His time is coming, man. So be prepared for things to get real rowdy here in the near future, okay? Because Esau is going to try to do whatever he can to complete his agenda of total world domination. All right? And it's going to come a point, man, you know, where a lot of people are going to feel like they have no choice but to take the MOTB in order to eat, in order to feed their families, all these things, man. It's coming down the pipeline fast. All right. I'm telling you, so much information coming out. We got to really focus up and pay attention to what's going on. All right. And use these different platforms as to our benefit. All right. For our edification, man. Sifting through the scriptures. All these things, man, it's important. All right. But I want to get one more that I've seen in these cross references. Yeah, I want this. Just because, you know, at the end of the day, man, you know, as fed up and you know, as hurtful as this world is, you know, going through all these things, and you're seeing all these things about how Esau is literally poisoning the water, poisoning the food. Okay, you literally cannot go and get you a clean meal. You know, you can't go to the grocery store and find things that are clean. You got to go out your way to get things that are supposed to be organic. You got to be reading all these SKU numbers and trying to piece this together. Okay, dang, this is GMO. Oh, this has bioengineered ingredients in it. You know what I'm saying? This is lab grown. This is that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hard for you to even pick what's right to eat in this kingdom, man. You can't drink out your faucet. You drink a bottle of water with plastic. You got microplastics in it, you know. And then if you want some quality things, you got to pay a bunch of money for it, you know. So it's like, there's no way around this kingdom, man. All you can do is try your best, man. You know, they're not paying you no more money, but all the prices of things are increasing. You know, all these things are going on, man. You know, but all we can do and all we have to do is keep the faith, do our best to stay clean, stay whole. All right. Keep Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai first, and understand that our time is coming. All right. And we don't have to do nothing extra. We don't have to go out and riot. We don't have to go out and try and get in Esau's face and go to his buildings and try to do some crazy shit like the people in the world want to do, that they've done. You know, you see Nepal and different places trying to overthrow their government. We don't have to do that here, man. We don't have to do that here. All right? Because the Lord got our back, man. The Lord is gonna handle that business for us, man. We just got to keep pushing, keep the faith. So I'm going to end it here. Romans 12 and verse 19, it says, dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, man. See that? The Lord is going to handle that business for us, man. For all the wickedness, man. For Esau forwarding the affliction, as the scriptures speak about. Okay? Esau is going to get his, man. We just got to keep chanting down this kingdom and keep pushing, man. Keep the faith. With that, I want to give all praise, all honor, and glory again unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors again to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I want to say Shalom and Abad Babal.